everybody, it is Friday morning. I don't know, it's about 10 o'clock. I am in the mood to organize the rest of my nail corner area over here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I forgot I have that kit that I still haven't opened up yet. There is something that I bought for this outlet over here. I'm actually going to put this outlet underneath my table instead of having it on top. I've got a video to record for you guys, and that's what we're going to do today. So yeah, join me. I put this little cover over my hand because I don't want it to get all dusty, so when I'm not using it, I have this over her, so that's why that looks like that. But yeah, good morning, and thank you so much for joining me. I might do a little bit more organizing off camera, and probably, I don't know. I don't really know. I woke up this morning and I was like, yep, I want to organize a little bit more because I've still got a long way to go, but I'm thinning out my shelves. As you can see, they are becoming more empty. I completely cleared off that one up there, and I still have to work on that one, and this one. And my PR shelf is down here. So I kind of want to work on organizing that a little bit more. And yeah, I'm still organizing all of my clay things. And then over here, I've got some things to put away. I need to put this rack away as well. But yeah, I'm going to get into this video. So these are the glues that we're going to be comparing. Rhinestone glues. First we have gaoy, and we have that from Amazon, and I will leave the links to everything down below. We also have Enail, Couture, Melody, Susie, and last but not least, modelones. So these are the rhinestone glue gels that I'm going to be comparing today in the video for you. So if you were not aware, I do have a discount code with Melody Susie, so please take advantage of that. All of the codes will be down below. I am just going to grab 4 swatch sticks, and we are going to do a little design with some gems on each and every swatch stick, and then we are going to do little tests and things and talk more about each and every rhinestone glue. If you have a favorite, leave it in the description box below. Or not the description box, the comment section. I will have the links in the description box for you. All you have to do is click on the link and open you directly to the product of your choice. So yes, enjoy this video. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so we're going to try one. Actually, let's get the swatch sticks done first, and then we can get into the glues. So, you know what? Let me connect my microphone real quick. Okay, I'm going to try to get through this video. I tried to take a couple of days to rest my arm, and to be honest with you, my arm's not getting rest because I work a lot, and my job is very physical, so my arm is having a lot of pain. At first it was like the muscle here, then it moved to my elbow, which now it's kind of in my elbow again, then it moved back here, and now it's kind of back. So I'm trying to just careful with it. I feel like I just strained my muscle, but then when it moved to my elbow, I was like, what is that? So I've got to be careful. I'm just trying to be careful. I don't really know what we're going to do. There's no, like, special thing we have to do because we are just painting these. I'm just looking to see what colors I want to use. We're just going to, yeah, just put some color down on these rhinestones. I kind of like this dark glittery color here, so maybe we'll use that one. Give me a second. Let me look through these colors and I'll be right back. Okay, so I chose a few colors. I need to get into this kit. I bought this kit and I've had it for months, so I think I can look back and see. Expiration 10/25. I'll have to look into it because I haven't even opened it yet. But I do want to try that kit out. Since I moved my nail corner, because I don't have a room, from that side of my apartment back to this side, because originally it was over here, and I've moved back and forth a couple of times. I had put this box underneath other boxes. I could still, visibly see it, but for some reason I thought it was something else. I completely forgot that I bought this kit. and I need to use it. I need to use it. Yes, 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 I sure do. So I'll make a completely separate video for that. But I'm just going to paint these swatch sticks, all 4 of them, really quickly, cure them, and I'll be right back. Alright, they certainly don't have to be perfect. I thought one of them was a cat eye, but I guess it's not. Just a little swatch so we can do our little comparisons. I'm just going to do this last swatch here. And then we can get into the glues. So I'm going to cure all 4 of these swatch sticks. I do think that I want to add maybe another layer. Let's see. Just not necessarily. I just want you guys to see these beautiful colors. These are colors that I've had for a while, so nothing new. I'm just trying to straighten them out in the light. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to do another layer, so I'll be right back. I think I'm just going to use some random jewels. I'm going to give the black one more coat. These are the ones I've done. Should I top coat them? Top coat them before I add the rhinestone glue? Maybe I should, huh? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Alright, I'm going to give this black another coat. Okay, I think we're just going to use some random stones here. Maybe we'll use a few of these. We'll see. I know they look kind of yellow on camera. That's just because on camera, when these specific gems are together, they kind of look yellow, but individually they don't look yellow. It's kind of strange. I'm not sure, but I'm about to pull these swatch sticks out of, it's every time. Can you hear them in the distance cutting grass? That's not a lawnmower. It's like a weed whacker or something. I know you can hear every time. Every time. I'm not kidding. Every time. Every time. Every time I go to record, it's like someone has to mow the grass, cut something. Every time. What is it? Let me adjust the focus and make sure that we are good here. My lighting is going good. Okay, that's me, messing with the screen, but here they are. I'm going to have to probably adjust the lighting, but because I feel like there's areas that are dark, but let's see. Make sure. I want to focus. Okay. Let's start with gaoy gel, rhinestone glue gel. Let's start with this one. It's a 15-gram. I was going to say bottle. It's not a bottle. It's probably a little squeezy tube. Let's see what it looks like. I'll leave links to all of these rhinestone glues in my video description below. In the description box. So if you go ahead down the bottom of the video, you'll find, you will find the description box, and you'll find all the links. Excuse me, because I'm still slightly, I'm probably, I don't know, 90% or something. I still got a slight cough. I'm like barely coughing anymore, but I have a little froggy in my throat. Okay, so let's try gaoy. We're going to get the rhinestone glue gel on here. Normally, I'd probably, buff or etch the area of where I want to place the rhinestone or rhinestones. You can do that if you'd like. What should we do? Should we buff or not buff? I feel like if it's a really good glue, we should not have to buff it. But I feel like if you want the stones to last longer, you should definitely buff it. But because this is just a comparison video and these are swatches, I'm not wearing these nails. These are not nails to wear. I'm probably just going to not buff it. And maybe next time we can, if somebody was interested. See, I like this gaoy rhinestone glue because it comes with a little metal piece there so that the gel doesn't get clogged. And you can see the applicator there. I like this type of applicator because specifically if you are doing a lot of gem work, this little applicator is so thin and you can get in between all the cracks and crevices. Sometimes we can't really get our brushes and things right, you know, into those nooks and crannies. And I'll show you, I'll try to get closer and show you what I mean. So let me go ahead and get some rhinestones on here. I think I am just going to, let's see. Okay, I already like how it squeezes out, so that's beautiful. It says like really, you can do like really fine lines with it. That's cool. So I am just going to get a little bit of this glue here, just in like a little angle, and see. I can definitely tell you that this rhinestone glue is a little loose, more loose than probably some other rhinestone glues. Like it can run easier than most rhinestone glues. So let's use a few of these over here. These are like little, they're like little diamond shape. I want to see what it looks like if we put a couple of them together. Now this is, we're just playing around here and seeing how all of these rhinestone glue gels work. So we're just going to get a little bit of bling on each of these rhinestones. I'm just doing a little design here, and then we can, I want to move on with my little comparison of how they all work. I do want to see how these cure. I want to see how strong the product is, you know. So we are going to maybe get a little tool and kind of go at it and see if they pop off and things like that. So let's just get a couple more gems on here. And then I think we'd be good to go. And then I am not going to bore you. I am going to do the rest of these swatch sticks, and then we will come right back and we will have all 4 done. And then I really want to get like maybe like a little, excuse me if you hear the background, I want to get like a little, I don't know, maybe like a little either cuticle pusher or some sort, maybe a dotting tool maybe, and see, do a little experiment. Now this design does not have to be perfect because we are just playing around here. I want the gems to kind of go in that direction. Let me grab a smaller gem. Okay. All right. I am just going to go ahead and cure that. Now, pay attention to each and every glue. There's going to be directions on how to use each and every glue. This one and the directions here wants you to cure this for 60 seconds. So that is what we are going to do. Right, we don't need the gaoy glue anymore. I do love the way that they did add that little metal piece so that the glue doesn't clog. I think that's a really good detail for a glue. Next, let's get into Melody Susie. And if you didn't know, I do have a discount code with Melody Susie. So please check the links in the description box below. This is a 12 milliliter bottle here. All right, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Each and every bottle looks different. And surprise, surprise, it's not one bottle. It is 2. So in one box, you get 2. Isn't that cool? Cool, cool, cool. So we are going to just grab one, and maybe I'll make some sort of mark or get some little, I don't know, cure like some polish on it to show which one I'm currently using so I don't get them mixed up, because I'd like to use one at a time to not use them both. So we're going to do the same thing with the Melody Susie rhinestone glue. This one has a little silicone cover on it to protect the top of that metal piece there. It doesn't I'm not sure if it does the same technique as gaoy, where it is going to have that little piece to protect, or excuse me, to not have the glue get clogged here, but it does have a little top cover so that the glue doesn't spill. Maybe I'm assuming that's what that is. So let's do the same thing here. I want to just hold that little piece down, and I do like this little metal piece. It is a longer length, I believe, and again, I love it because you can get down into all of the nooks and crannies of the gems. I'm actually just going to put a little bit of rhinestone glue. I would say that this one's a little thicker than gaoy. I'm going to take a rhinestone picker, get into these gems. Where did the other one go? Right here. Just going to, let's see. Kind of want to add some of these. Let's just see. I want to add a rhinestone in the center. I got some rhinestone glue on the top of the gem, but that is okay. We're just doing cute little designs here just to test out these rhinestone glues. So I don't want to take much more of your time. Let me do these and I will be right back. Okay, so Melody Susie wants you to cure. How long does Melody Susie want you to cure? Melody Susie wants you to cure. Hello? Let's see. We're just going to, it just says cautions on the side. Let me see if it says anything on the bottle. Nope. We are just going to cure it for 1 minute just to make sure. All right, I'm going to continue on with the rest of my swatch sticks. I was going to continue and I realized, girl, the whole point of the video is to show everyone all of the glues. So let me just wipe this one off. Let's put the cap back on. I am avoiding touching the gel. I should have gloves on, but I'm doing a good job of avoiding touching the gel. I am going to put these back in. At the end of the video, I will show you all of the glues again, just in case you are curious. Maybe if that's something that you'd like to see. I'm not sure. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. Now, let's get into this Model 1's rhinestone glue. If you use any of these glues, comment down below which one you are currently using. Maybe you are interested in one. Now, Melody Susie has, excuse me, Model 1, not Melody Susie, Model 1 has a big boy. This is a 30-gram rhinestone glue. So if you are looking for an affordable glue and a good amount, definitely go for this one here. So we are going to try that one next. And I think what I should do is I should write, maybe I should write Melody Susie on this one so that I don't get them confused. Right? Melody Susie. And then the first one we did was gaoy. And then maybe we will do this one, Model 1's, and then the last one will be Enail Couture. Alright, so let's continue on. I am going to open up this Model 1's. That's so pretty. Open up this Model 1's. I'll show you all of the little designs I did after, but it's got a little safety tag on it, which is good. Again, I'm not touching it, like touching the gel part. I touched the other side. All right, let's see. I kind of want to do a full length nail, so I'm just going to cover the whole nail. And to be honest with you, a lot of this bottle feels empty. There's probably gel up to maybe half bottle. But this is what it looks like. I would say that this Model 1's glue is definitely on the thicker side, probably one of the thickest compared to the last two that we just looked at. I'm just going to get rhinestone glue over the entire nail. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a brush. Let me just grab a brush. And of course. Oops. I don't know how. I don't know. One of my brushes got stuck to the side of the little container. Okay, we are just going to even out this glue, rhinestone glue, and the only reason why I'm doing it like this is because I want to do a full length nail. So let me get my brush holder. I am going to get the rhinestone gems, or however you want to call them, rhinestones or gems. I am going to get all of these on here, and then I'm going to cure it. So I'm just going to quickly, as quick as I can, try to get all of these gems on here. On the entire nail, I'm just going to do a few big here, and then we'll maybe fill in the rest of the nail with smaller gems. So I'm just going to push these together real quick so I can add another big one, because I know another big one can fit right there. And then we're going to go in with filling in the rest with some smaller guys. So this one's too big. We'll probably go down to this size here, and then whatever in between, hopefully it looks like that Model 1's glue is going to just kind of, not that one, going to kind of hug all of those gems and get right in between. That'll make it so you do not have to do extra work in between the gems, because you know how sometimes we do a beautiful cluster and then you still have to get in between all of those gems, because if you still have some gel that's maybe still wet or something in between, you're going to get things that get caught in between. So you want to fill in those cracks and crevices with gel. But it looks like this Model 1's gel does a good job with allowing us to lay these gems down, and then the gel, I'm not even doing much. The gel itself is kind of working around the gems. Now I'm just going to try to straighten these up as much as I can. Again, it's just a demo, so it really doesn't have to be perfect, but I would like for it to look pretty for the video. Okay, so I'm just going to put the rest of the gems on the other side here. Grab a couple out. I might have to do some, I don't know, moving over of some of the gel, or not some of the gel, some of the gems. I do have to say that I don't notice a lot of sliding with this Model 1's rhinestone gel. A lot of times, rhinestone glue gels or rhinestone gels come kind of really liquidy, to the point where you put one rhinestone on and your entire design is sliding off before you know it. So I think I like a thicker rhinestone gel or rhinestone glue gel. Now, I'm not saying that it's not sliding. It is, just slowly. It is, because I've used some glue gels in the past where they really do slide very quickly. I mean, it's sliding off the nail within seconds. This one's moving. It's just moving slowly. So that's, to me, tells me that it is a thicker gel. Let me get the rest of these on and I'll be right back. Okay, see how they're sliding a little bit? So I'm just going to adjust where I want them. Trying to have a really steady hand. Trying. Trying. Did you hear me? Stuttering. Okay. I'm really not trying to touch the glue. Really not trying to touch the glue. But I want these more centered. I may have put maybe a tad too much glue, but because I wanted to do a full length nail, I wanted to make sure that I had enough. I think we might be able to fit one more gem before we cure this. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm losing gems. Hold on. I really want to just, this is so therapeutic for me. Super therapeutic. I really want to make sure that these are centered so it looks right. If I like this, maybe I'll do this for myself. It's giving me like peacock vibes. If I did like a purple, green, blue underneath, that would have been fire. But I did like pink. What? Black? I did a black underneath. All right. We are almost there. There we go. There we go. See how I'm losing a little bit of gel? That's okay. I can go ahead and clean that up. After, if I needed to, I can go ahead and wipe the gems with alcohol. If I needed to, a lot of people cover their gems with top coat, and I never understood why. I feel like it loses the shine a little bit. Maybe some designs, I think it's okay to cover the gems. Is that sitting right? I just want to make sure it's sitting right. Okay, I think we're good there. Let me just cure this really quickly before they continue to move around. And for those designs where you are in need of curing really quickly, one of these is definitely comes in clutch, definitely key. Okay, because right there, had I just brought this out in that second, those gems wouldn't have been sliding all over the place. Also, you could have did like you could have like put one line of rhinestone glue gel, put the gems down, cured it. Another line of rhinestone glue gel, put the gems down, cured it. You could do that way, but it takes you longer, I feel like. Right? But if you got time. But this, for the sake of this video, I just covered the entire nail, you know, completely with the modelones. And I love how this just boop, locks right into place. This gel is a pretty big bottle. I feel like you would have this for a while. If you don't really do a lot of rhinestone work, then you probably will have this for a while. If you are constantly doing a lot of bling, this bottle might not last you as long. But I feel like when it comes to those bottles like that, those have a little screw top. You can refill those and put whatever gel you want. I mean, I'm all about reusing. Look how pretty that came out. It definitely gives me like peacock vibes. I'm going to cure it for another 60 seconds just to make sure. And I'm going to go ahead with the last one here. I will be right back. So, the last one that we have here is by Enail Couture. It is called Liquid Gummy Gel. And I've had this for quite a while. I just have not used it yet. This one needs to be cured for 1 to 2 minutes. So just keep that in mind. Do not just cure this for 30 seconds and think that that is it. This specific one needs to be cured for 1 to 2 minutes. I would probably do 2 minutes to be safe. Excuse me, is what I'm trying to say. But I do love the bottle. It's super cute. All right, that was another minute. Let's get that out of the light. And again, with this Enail Couture rhinestone, it doesn't say rhinestone gel, but it is a rhinestone gel. It is gummy gel, but in liquid form in a tiny little bottle. And it is a 10 milliliter bottle, if you are wondering. And I want to see the thickness of this gel. Again, it comes with a little metal piece, which I love. It doesn't come with one that stops it from unclogging, but it does come with one of these little silicone covers to make sure maybe that the gel doesn't continue to keep pouring out of there. So let's go ahead and let's just do something simple in the middle here. Now, when they say liquid, it's definitely liquidy for sure. Looser than the Model 1. So out of all of these gels, I would say Model 1's is probably the thickest gel out of the 4. Let me just clean that off before I go ahead and put the little cover back on. So let me put this over here to get it out of our way. Push these up. Okay, so let's go ahead and use some more of these stones. What do we have here? Square, triangle. I'm just going to get into, I really liked putting the gems right down the center. Why aren't you lifting off, girl? She was really just not wanting to let go of that wax. Why is my lighting flipping out? Sorry, guys. What is happening? Let me fix it. All right, the Enail Couture swatch stick is curing for 2 minutes. Now, let's see. We are going to compare these 4 gels. So we have Model 1's Rhinestone Glue. We have Gaoy from Amazon Rhinestone Glue. We have Melody Susie Nail Art Gel Rhinestone Glue. We'll just close the box. And then last but not least, we have Enail Couture, which is going to come out of the lamp in a second. Here we go. Right here. Okay. So, I kind of want to test and see how strong this rhinestone glue gel is if I kind of go at it. So this is the Model 1's rhinestone glue. I just want to pick, because this would happen if we maybe were banging up our nails against the surface. I definitely want to say that this Model 1's rhinestone glue is where it's at, if you're looking for one. Am I scratching the gem? Yes, but that's not the point. I'm trying to lift the gem off the rhinestone glue gel, because a lot of the times I've bought so many rhinestone glues and my gems were lifting very, very quickly. So I do like this rhinestone glue for Model 1's. This is some tough stuff. Yes. So I definitely would be using her for sure. See how I scratched that one right there? But the gems aren't coming off. Like, I can't pick it off. So I do like this rhinestone glue from Model 1's. Okay, next we have Gaoy from Amazon. This is the rhinestone glue. This is the little design that we did. It's just pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to get the gems to come off the swatch stick. I might scratch a gem, but that isn't the point. The point is me wanting to kind of lift the gems off of the rhinestone glue gel. Because again, if we are banging our nails on a surface and we've got gems, I want to make sure that I'm not popping off a gem. But I mean, and this is me picking at it. So if you were to bang them, you'd probably be okay. Okay, gaoy. Yeah, I am liking this rhinestone glue. This one I am happy with. This is me picking at them, guys. So they're gonna last. These glues are definitely going to last. And remember, make sure that you follow the directions, and each and every glue is going to have a different curing time. So make sure that you read the directions. Look, I'm going, sorry, that's my hand. Yeah. Gaoy, I like you. This rhinestone glue gel is another one. A great one if you are looking for some glue, good rhinestone glue. Excuse me. Next, we have Melody Susie, which I do have a discount code with. I actually filled in this little gold accent piece with the Melody Susie gel, like inside of it. So let's see if we can, and very, very similar. This is a strong glue. Again, I might be scraping the gems, but I'm really trying to get off the gems here. Sometimes you are able to just pick off some gems when it comes to certain rhinestone glues, but I'm really going at them. Look, see, I scratched it, but they didn't pop off. So yay to Melody Susie for having really good, strong rhinestone glue. These are my opinions and my opinions only. So here is the swatch stick for Enail Couture. And I'm just going to go on my surface so I don't make a mistake. So remember, this is the Gummy, liquid gummy gel from Enail Couture. And I'm going to do the exact same that I did to all the other ones. And I'm just going to try to pick off the gems. And I don't see any lifting at all. Look at that. So that's another, in my opinion, that is another great rhinestone glue gel. These are all amazing. If you are looking for some good, I would say more than good, if you are looking for some amazing, fantastic, fabulous rhinestone glues, check these out. Definitely check these out. These are wonderful rhinestone glues. I will link them in the description box below. Go ahead and check these out. Remember, I do have a discount code with Melody Susie, so please go ahead in the description box. Check that out. You will find my discount codes along with the links to all of these products. Thank you so much for checking in, tuning in, spending time with me, watching this video. If you liked this video, please give this video a thumbs up. It will help me so much. My watch time hours are finally going back up again. I see you guys. I definitely appreciate all of you that have been spending time with me and supporting. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure that you turn on that post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.